I'm Vince Menzione, the CEO of Ultimate Partner and the host of the Ultimate Guide to Partnering podcast. We're on site today live at Google Cloud's Marketplace Exchange, interviewing partner leaders, driving success with Google's Marketplace, and how they're effectively utilizing the hyperscaler relationships and the role of the hyperscaler driving this new effective selling motion, working with hyperscalers, marketplaces, and effective co-selling, driving the change we are all seeing in this decade of the ecosystem. I hope you join us for these lively conversations. I'm Vince Menzione, and I'm here with Ash Vijay, the SVP of Cloud Sales and Partnerships at Redis. Vijay, you just came off stage. Great to have you.
Nice to meet you.
So you just came off stage with Chelsea Berlucci, who's an amazing leader, cloud sales leader at Google, talking about how partners can be more successful now, especially as we're entering the end of the fiscal year. I was hoping, first of all, you could tell us a little about the value that Redis brings to the Google Cloud ecosystem.
Definitely. Redis is a very well-known product in the developer community today. We get approximately 6 to 10 billion downloads on our open source software. And it's one of the underlying engines which a lot of people use today for Gen AI. And with a lot of focus on Gen AI with Google today, we've been seeing a lot of uptick with how we actually scale.
It's all about the data, right?
It is all about the data. At the end of the day, Redis basically plays as a cache and the database, and it's all about making sure that we can optimally use the data to scale in the ecosystem.
Fantastic. And you're also building out your own ecosystem as well. I thought maybe, as we talk about this tectonic shifts, we're seeing the role of the hyperscalers, their marketplaces, but also the opportunity to bring your own ecosystem along. Tell us how you're doing all of that.
Yeah, what we have noticed, especially with the scaling of all these brand new AI companies coming in, is we've seen a huge spike in our ISV business and our SI business. So this in turn has led to us building a much more strongest partner program on how we want to scale. So we built a very robust partner program through which partners can actually make money, but also if you're an ISV or if you're an OEM, we want to encourage partners to build on our Redis platform. So we have built a program in which partners can invest and grow with the Redis open source, or they can actually buy our product at a cheaper price in which they can only invest and grow.
Nice. And are you leveraging the marketplace to drive that totally for the customer?
Definitely. The marketplace is key to our strategy on how we actually go about doing this. At the end of the day, customers have these big commits which they basically want to burn down. Without the marketplace, there is no way in which we can actually scale at the speed in which we are doing it today.
Give us an example of one of the successes you've had working with the Google Cloud team in terms of driving customer success.
One of the big advantages we have with Google Marketplace is customers have these big commits, and they're looking for ways to burn it down. And we had this big customer in the US, I can't name them for confidentiality reasons, but the customer was looking to churn from Redis, and because of economic conditions and everything else. And one of the things they did mention to us was they have a big commit and they're looking for ways to burn it down. And that's where the Google Marketplace really helped us. We were able to turn a deal which would have churned into not only kind of keeping the customer, we ended up having an expansion. And now we're talking about Gen AI use cases with these customers too.
You brought up a really important point here, and we've been talking about the large cloud commitments with hyperscalers like Google.
Yeah.
These decisions are now being made at the board level and the C-suite level. And so the commitment's there, and being able to tap into that commitment, it's a new total available market for you.
100%, and actually that's a really good point here, Vince. Redis is a very developer-friendly product. Our sales motions generally tend to be bottom-up because of that. But with these cloud marketplaces coming in and the alignment with the hyperscalers, now the conversations are happening at the C level and it's a top-down discussion. So what that means is a 100K deal is now, we're talking about a $1.5 to $2 million deal because these are all supersized because of the level of exposure we get.
So it's not only increasing the size of the deals, but the velocity of the deals.
100%. Because of the marketplace, one of the key things which also ends up happening is we are going away from negotiating every single bullet point in our contracts and leveraging the Google marketplace to kind of fast track a lot of these discussions.
And you're having the conversations now at a different level, right?
100%. The developer manager who I was talking to would help me close a 100K deal, but now I'm talking to an LOB owner, or it's at the C level who is actually deciding about, oh, I need to have a Gen AI strategy for my marketing org. These are the applications I'm building. Where does Redis fit in? That's the conversations we're having versus how does Redis just play as a cache in one single solution.
I've heard this one, I've used this term quite a few times now. The CEO is now the new CIO of the organization, right? Because they're driving this transformation that's happening.
The most interesting thing which I have noticed, and I was talking about it just inside as well, we have gone away from the world of selling products to selling solutions, and solutions have a direct impact on your P&L and on your business. The CEO has to be the one who has to report to the board at the end of the day or to Wall Street, and they own the responsibility. So that's in effect basically also.
So incredible. What advice would you have for our viewers and listeners, partners that maybe aren't leveraging Marketplace with Google Cloud the way they should? What should they do now differently?
It's a no-brainer. Every customer today is leveraging the Marketplace in some form or the other. If you're not investing in it, you should definitely invest in it. There's a lot of companies out there like Tackle.io and other people who can actually help you.
They're all here, in fact.
They actually are here, yes. And they can help you build a Marketplace solution if you don't know how to go about doing it. But the more important thing is also training your sellers to leverage the Marketplace. It's not just about building it, it's also about using it. Doing these two investments has really helped Redis, and I would highly recommend you think about it and invest in it too.
It was so great to have you today,
Vince,
Ash. Great to see you again.
Appreciate
we worked together at Microsoft. We haven't seen each other in what, 10 years, maybe more?
Oh, more, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
And terrific to see your trajectory and Redis's trajectory. And thank you for joining. And thank you for listening and following and watching The Ultimate Guide to Partnering.
If you're a partner, definitely in Google, definitely think about investing in Redis too.
All right.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much today. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching and listening to this episode of The Ultimate Guide to Partnering. Online at theultimatepartner.com, where you can find all of our amazing episodes. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, and our new YouTube channel, The Ultimate Partner. Thank you for listening and supporting The Ultimate Guide to Partnering.